Yep, live again. Just been sitting here in the garden, enjoying the peace and the quiet, and I thought, oh, might as well do my video because it's actually 5:30 here in the evening, and I realised, oops, I haven't done my video today. Saturdays are usually pretty busy days because I go out, and even although I tell myself all the time I'm not going to the grocery store on Saturday, I always end up having to go to the grocery store on Saturday. So I did that. And then I don't really know what else I did today. Stuff. But I was thinking to myself as I'm switching this on, because I need to give myself at least a couple of minutes before I come on. So I was thinking today about doing stuff and why we do things that we do. So I was getting on my bike this morning because I've set myself quite a few challenges this year. I like to call them challenges and not goals. So I've set myself a few challenges this year. One of them is to ride my bike for a minimum of 10 miles, at least 5 days a week. There's not really a particular reason for it. I'm looking to improve my cardio and I'm also looking to grow my legs. Yep, you heard me right. I'm looking to grow my quad muscles and my hamstrings. And I thought, what better way to do it than to combine it with some cardio? And I'm really enjoying my bike. But I got on the bike this morning and I said to my husband beforehand, oh, this is going to be tough today, because I had a few quite tough leg days in the gym this week. Lots of squats, lots of lunges. What else was I doing? Yeah, basically lots of squats, lunges, leg extensions, so forth. And for no other reason other than the fact that I'm trying really hard to keep my muscle definition as I'm getting older. And it's definitely that little bit older, a little bit more difficult as you get older to build your muscle. But you can do it. You just need to be consistent, like any kind of training that you do. So I was going to jump on the bike this morning and I said to my husband, do you know, I'm just going to get on here today. I'm going to put on a workout I use the Peloton app. I don't have a Peloton bike yet because we can't get them here in the Cayman Islands, but I have a different bike. And I've gone and Googled it so I can work out roughly what they're talking about in terms of resistance and cadence and whatever else. So I got on the bike and I said to him, I'm just going to put this on. I'll pick one with music that I enjoy, an instructor that I like, and I'm just going to go on and pedal. I'll just pedal for 30 minutes. But within just a couple of minutes of being on the bike and warming up, inside my head, I'm saying to myself, what are you doing this for? What's your purpose here? And I reminded myself that the purpose was to improve my cardio and to build my quad muscles. So I'm thinking, well, if I just get on here and I don't put on much resistance and it's not that hard to pedal, and I'm not taxing myself, then I'm not really going to build my cardio because I'm just kind of spinning my legs. And I'm not really going to build my quads because I'm not really putting my heart and soul into the power on the bike. So the resistance wasn't much. So I thought, to hell with it. I put on a hill workout. So even although I went in there at the beginning just to say I'm just going to do it because that was the goal, was to just do it, the actual purpose behind doing what I was doing was to build my cardio and to build my quad muscles. So I knew that the only way that I could actually do that was to turn up the resistance and turn up the cadence and go as hard as I possibly could. Not killing myself, but I knew I needed to feel it. So I just kept reminding myself of the purpose behind being on the bike. And to be honest, I always think that whenever you're doing something, if you can identify the purpose, and the purpose needs to mean something to you. The cardiovascular health for me is important because I'm very conscious of what's going on in the world at the moment. And I'm very conscious that you need to be fit and you need to be healthy. If we're going to catch COVID or any other diseases, it's a damn sight easier to fight it if you're in a fit and healthy state. So that's one of the reasons that I've been focusing more on my cardio, to get myself heart healthy, lung healthy, and to feel healthy. And it's definitely working because one of the things that I do is I sweat a lot. And the more you sweat, the healthier you are as well. So that was why I was doing that. But what I was going to say was, you really need to find what your purpose is. I hear lots of women saying, oh, I want to lose weight. And I'll ask them why. And they'll say, oh, you know, to fit into these pants that I've got in my wardrobe, or this dress that I've got in my wardrobe that I can't wear. And I say, well, why do you want to wear those? I'm sure you've got other pants that fit you or dresses that fit you. So why is it that you want to fit into those ones? And what you do when you drill down is you work out that it's not really the pants that they're trying to fit into. It's not really the dress that they're trying to fit into. You end up drilling down to something else. And a lot of the times with women, whenever they're looking to get slimmer, it's not the fact that they want to wear a different size of clothes. It's the fact that their self-esteem is low. It's the fact that there's a lot of self-loathing going on. They're not loving themselves enough. When I talk about these kind of things, I say, look, if you're not happy within yourself, if your self-esteem is low, then we've got to get down to that. A smaller sized pair of pants, smaller sized dress isn't going to fix that. It might fix it for 5 or 10 minutes, but what you're going to do, stay in your state of eating deprivation or unhappiness to get you there. And what I've found is that I think with women more than anything else, they seem to associate happiness with a smaller dress size and a smaller pair of pants. So that's my dog's Sparky in the background. Whereas I don't attach happiness to things like that. I attach happiness to loving myself and being able to stand in front of a mirror and say, I love me just as I am. And it's so much easier to be able to do that when you're fit and healthy. And being fit and healthy has nothing to do with fitting into a slim pair of pants. I'm roughly the same size all the time, but I've still got quite big quads. So I'm never going to have like really, really trim legs. I could actually starve myself and I would never have no muscle. So you need to find what it is that drives you. What's your purpose? Why are you doing what you're doing? And it's not to fit, as I said, it's not to fit into a smaller pair of pants. Is it because you don't love yourself enough? And if you don't love yourself enough, why do you not love yourself enough? So there you go. I'm not quite sure what I was supposed to be talking about today. That's what I love about coming on to do these things. Purpose, there. I am talking about it. I'm talking about finding your purpose, about working out your big why, asking yourself why you're doing what you're doing, and digging down deep. So for me this morning, as I said, when I got onto the bike, when I get onto my bike every day, a lot of it is because, number one, I've set myself a challenge. And I like having challenges because it gives me something to do, and I can sit there and I can plan out my days, and I know that I'm going to be fitter and I know that I'm going to be healthier. The big purpose for me out of all of this is that my mum died when she was really young, and she died, in my opinion, quite unfulfilled. She didn't get to experience her children growing up. She didn't get to see her grandchildren. She didn't get to live out her full potential. What could she have been had she not died young? And I guess I saw that, and I always said to myself, that will never be me. I will never be the person who doesn't live a fulfilled life. I'm going to go out and I'm going to do everything that I can, and I'm going to try really, really hard to live as long as I possibly can. And we all get our challenges and we all get issues that we have to deal with. For most of my life, I dealt with depression. I probably still do. But I think the fact that I recognise the symptoms of it. So it was funny because my mum had this terminology that she used, and I took that terminology into my life as well. And she called it her great sense of foreboding. And she used to say to me whenever she was going into one of her dark places, I have my great sense of foreboding, or I have this sense of foreboding. And I would always ask her what it was that she was talking about and what it meant, etc., etc. So I think as I was going through my own journey, I would recognise this because she'd spoken to me about it and explained to me what it was. So whenever I was starting to feel that way too, it would click and I would say, that's that sense of foreboding. And then I would think to myself, well, what could potentially happen to me if I let myself go down that slippery slope? And then I would look at my mum and I would say, that's what might happen to me. I might end up dying too. And that's not what I want. So I want to be here. I want to live for as many years as I can possibly live. But I don't just want to live. I don't want to be one of these old people who is sitting in a chair, giving up in life. And I say that because that was kind of what my grandmother did. She just, after my grandfather died, she just sat in a chair and she got heavy and she didn't move very much and she lost her quality of life. And that's not where I want to be. I want to live for as many years as I possibly can, but I want to live them as fit and as healthily as I possibly can so that I can do everything that I want to do. I can feel accomplished. I can feel fulfilled. I can watch my children growing up. I can be there for my children if they need me. And I can be there for my children's children if they need me too. So purpose for me is a massive thing. What are we all here for? I think we're all given the gift of life. And I think it's really, really sad when people have this marvellous, marvellous gift. It's only a short gift. We're not here for that long. I mean, you're going to be very, very lucky if you live to 100 years old. But you're only given a short period of time in the world. So why not make the absolute most of it? Do the best that you can. Be grateful for what you've been given. And yeah, what is purpose? To me, it's living your best possible life. And that's what I'm here for. I'm here not to abuse the gift of life that's been given to me. Anyway, I'm going to sign off for today. Have a very nice Saturday wherever you are. If you're already into Sunday, enjoy your Sunday, and I will see you back tomorrow, my Sunday. I'm just going to sit here now and enjoy the early evening, watch the sun go down, and I'll see you back tomorrow. Bye-bye. Bye.